So I'll start you off on a nice, easy one I quite like. Is if you personally found yourself on death row, what would your death row dinner be?
Ooh.
Pie and chips.
Pie and chips. What
Plain
pie?
chips.
What pie?
Steak and ale, obviously.
Not like chicken and mushroom.
Fuck it, I can tell you're from Stoke, Mike. Fuck's sake. Your
Meat.
last meal ever, and you're going to eat pie and chips.
Yeah.
I was more worried. I thought you said plain chips.
Mine would be a Sunday dinner, to be fair. It'd be like a full Sunday dinner with all the trimmings and the lot, stuff in. Yorkshire puddings.
That's just because you're from Yorkshire, isn't it?
Yeah. That's,
in all fairness, now.
And if I got one big enough, it might take me a month to eat it.
Well, yeah. In all fairness, no, I'd have to agree with you there, Dave. A big, massive fucking slap up Christmas dinner
with 3 different kinds of meats.
That's
turkey,
it, yeah.
Pork and beef.
Yeah.
And all the gravy.
That's it, mate. That's it.
Yeah.
If you if any given reason could collab with one artist, who would you have a collab with? Alive, not you can't have dead people.
Ah,
It has to be possible. It has to be possible.
Oh.
The whole hope is it's the person listens to this podcast and gets in contact for it.
Yeah, no, I mean if that one, it depends what you want them to collab on. Like, so if you want, I think vocalist is probably one of the biggest things. I just love Corey Taylor.
I'd fucking die to sing with Corey Taylor.
I
fucking die.
I think if we were gonna have,
he'd even get his vocals in on time for it.
Yeah,
exactly. We wouldn't even need we need Smithy anymore.
Don't be like that. Corey, if you're listening,
he's not. Not yet, anyway.
I wish he was, because I tell you, he's my ultimate. I would love to interview him. So not only would you collab him, I need to be in that recording studio with you to come and interview him as well.
I'd make sure that it's at my house, so he has to come round the gaff, so I can record him here, because otherwise nobody would believe it. Yeah, no, I think if it was, it would be a vocalist for me anyway, and it would be Corey Taylor. Yeah, definitely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Someone that I'd love to collab with. I'd love to do something with either, I can't remember her name. Is it Tatiana?
Tatiana from Ginger.
That's the
Ginger.
one. Yes,
Absolutely.
That's the one. Either
she was amazing at Download.
Was she?
Yeah, absolutely amazing.
Bloody hell. She's got a fantastic voice though. Absolutely phenomenal. Like, fair play. She puts me in my place.
Yeah,
Really
I've seen it 4 times, and every time I've seen her, just absolutely fucking savage. Like they're so brutal. Just like the cleanest of cleans, then like the horriblest of horribles. And yeah, man, she's so good.
You look at her though, and I know she's got like the tattoos and she looks a bit alternative, but you'd never think that voice is going to come out of her.
No,
as well.
No. It's fucking demonic.
There's another girl on she's on Instagram. I can't pronounce it. Her name's Daria, but I can't pronounce her surname. She's Ukrainian and she's in a band called No Apology, and she got famous over like COVID doing covers of songs, like she did Disturbed's Down with the Sickness.
I've seen it.
And she's this beautiful girl that's very small, and then all of a sudden she hits that Disturbed, like Down with the Sickness kind of notes, and you're gonna go, where is that voice coming from? There's no. She gets called out so many times that it's fake, that she's had to prove that she's not.
Well, is she a blonde girl?
With Tatiana, when they released the live version of Pisces, in the video Pisces, and she just comes out with it, and you're like, oh my god, and people are like, that's not real.
No, it's crazy.
If I had one, it'd definitely have to be us writing a filthy breakdown and get Will Ramos from Lorna Shore to come in and put rules in. Be absolutely fucking disgusting bastard he is. Like the noises he makes is incredible. Or
Yeah,
maybe
absolutely.
Alex Terrible from Slaughter to Prevail. He's
Yeah.
just a bear without fear. Like he's absolutely fucking monster. He's like 1,000,000 foot tall and 1,000,000 foot wide, and his shoulders are even taller. Yeah, the noises that he makes. He did this. They've got a new song coming out soon called Vikings, I think, and he did like a bit of an Instagram, like 90-second like demo, one take of the vocal thing that he does. And like, mate, honestly, like I don't know what he does. He's doing like a guttural, but like some shit going on with his tongue, and it's like a velociraptor noise. Like I don't even know what he's doing, but it sounds horrible, man. It's so good. I'm stoked for that, for like the whole next album to come out by those guys. Yeah, I would say either of those, Will Ramos or Alex Terrible for me, definitely.
If you were unfortunate enough to get stuck in a lift for 5 hours, who would you want from all of history to be stuck in that lift with? So from all the minds of history, who would you have?
Chester Bennington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me. I'd love it.
I think if you're going to be stuck in a lift, I'd want some comedy. So I think it'd be Robin Williams, to be fair.
Oh, okay, yeah, like that. Yeah.
I think
That was an awesome answer.
It was. I was actually quite taken back by that, Damien.
Yeah.
I think, you know, I mean, he was a big part of my childhood in movies and things like that. And I think if you were going to be stuck somewhere, you don't want to be stuck somewhere there that's a boring old fart or whatever. But and I think someone like Robin Williams would make the best out of a bad situation and definitely try and lift the mood. So I think, yeah, for me, it would be Robin Williams.
I'd probably go Alexi Lyle, because he was from when I first discovered him in college, he was my all-time guitar hero. Well, absolutely was by a million miles. And I know there's loads of other awesome guitarists that do incredible things, but like his combination of like the bluesy stuff and the melodic shred and all of that. And from when I first did Children of Bodom, that was when someone pulled the rug from under me, and I was like straight into heavy music. And ever since then, I've absolutely loved it. And when he died, honestly, I was fucking devastated. And like I've seen it like 1,000,000 times on all the tours beforehand, and hung around like the back doors of venues and got photos. And I got like a signed ticket from him, and I caught a gig. I caught a drumstick at one of the gigs, and I got like a plectrum of his and whatever. But yeah, I'd have loved to have spoken to him properly, not just as some starstruck fan stood outside the back of the Manchester Academy slobbering on my own shoes. But yeah, man, no, I would have loved to have met Alexi Lyle, and just like, because I've got his autobiography and I've read through it, and it's like, obviously, as with loads of people in metal, there's loads of mad stuff that's happened in his life and whatever, and what he's done and what he's been through. And yeah, I would love to have had like a frank and honest conversation with him about everything. That would have been awesome, just to see what makes him tick and all that. And yeah, man, it'd be good. I would have loved that. But it is what it is.
So if you had a festival in your back garden, who would you have as the headlining 3 acts? So you've all got the Friday, Saturday, Sunday to pick. That makes sense. So you're picking the 3 headliners between the 3 of you.
Can it be acts that are dead?
I've had this debate with people before. I'm gonna take away the dead card because I think it's easy to say 3 dead acts because we haven't seen him before. I'd rather have him alive. Go for it.
So alive, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I'd have Linkin Park with all guest vocalists.
All right. Okay.
Kind of like what they did with the tribute, but like
Memorial,
with but performing like every album back to front to back guest vocalists. The Saturday I'd have more than likely Slipknot, like my all-time favorite, like fucking love Slipknot. Chester Bennington, Corey Taylor, and then I'd have Bullet for My Valentine, one of my fucking hometown, one of the fucking staples that I was growing up with. Like that's what got me into fucking dirty like metal. So yeah. Linkin Park, Slipknot, Bullet for My Valentine.
Okay.
Go on, Dame. I'm still thinking.
Well, for me, the Friday night would be Slipknot, because one, Slipknot with the headliner Download on a Sunday, and I was absolutely dead this year by the time Slipknot came around.
Yeah,
I'd obviously I'd go for the 5 days anyway, but 4 days of music and that, and I was sunburnt to fuck because I fell asleep in the sun, and I was just like, I'd watched all these amazing bands, and like, don't get me wrong, Slipknot closing out Download is amazing, but I was absolutely knackered. So there need to be a Friday band. And I think the Saturday for me would be the Prodigy, but with Keith Flint, the original lineup for the Prodigy. I'm lucky enough to have seen him, and I know how good the stage show is, and I just think, you know what, that's amazing. So Slipknot Friday, the Prodigy Saturday, and I think the Sunday, I know people complain about this, but if they're in my back garden, I'm gonna have Metallica on. Like, I'm not being funny, right? But like if I can say Metallica played in my backyard, Metallica have played there. I know they played 2 nights at Download this year, and I actually preferred the second night. I actually preferred the Saturday night.
Yeah, I did.
I think I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a little bit of, I want to say, rustiness, but Saturday night was an absolutely amazing set for Metallica Download this year. And if they played that set in my back garden, like, yeah, I know it's probably a lot of cliche things, and people think, oh, you could have someone better, and I'm like, no, you can't. you can't get bigger or better than Metallica when they're on form.
Metallica are good live though. Fair play.
When they're on form, they're amazing, absolutely amazing, absolutely. I loved it. But yeah, so that'd be my 3: Slipknot, the Prodigy, and Metallica. Old school.
Okay.
Well, obviously touched on these a number of times today, but I fucking Friday night, absolutely Lorna Shore, like all over it, mate. I can't get enough of them at the minute. Like the album they released, Pain Remains, is fucking absolutely up there, man, with the emotion that's in it as well.
They were good at Download as well, mate. Me and you were just like absolutely loving it at Download.
That fucking dust fucking tornado. That was just me.
Shirts off and everything, mate. We had shirts off in the lot, like we were loving it.
I missed him at Download.
Yeah.
I went to see Graphic Nature instead.
Oh, mate. No,
and,
Lorna Shore, Michael confirmed this, that Lorna Shore absolutely put on a blinder at fucking Download.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then the Saturday, I'll probably go Lamb of God, just because fucking everybody loves Randy Blythe. He's like a super wholesome man, but he's like, the band are just absolutely filthy. Like they're on 11 albums now or something ridiculous.
Something like that.
Yeah. It's just like everyone is just banger after banger.
Well, which drummer would you have? Because if I had to see, I saw Lamb of God with Chris Adler, and they were amazing. I've not seen them with the obviously more later drummer.
Yeah, I've seen it with both. And to be fair, both of them were fucking absolutely mental. Like they headlined Bloodstock last year, was it? I think on the Sunday, and yeah, just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, it was the weekend where it was like 40 degrees every day, so there was 12 of us that camped together, and by the end of the last night, there was only 3 of us left because everybody got sunstroke. 2 of them had gone down with fucking food poisoning. Like someone had fucking. Like, yeah, everybody was wrecked by the end of it. The show that they still put on, and even like at the end of it being 4 days of it being 40 degrees every day, like the crowd, I was stood kind of near the back because I packed up all my stuff so I could make a hasty dart out of it at the end, so I didn't have to fuck about the Monday morning. Then it was just like some dude got ferried past me on like a bunch of people holding him up with like a fucking broken ankle, like his foot was above his head, and I was like, oh mate, that guy's fucked it. But yeah, and then they were absolutely phenomenal on the Saturday, sorry. But then for my festival, obvious choice, the headliner would have to be Any Given Reason.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yes! Best band in the world. You know what I mean? Fuck Lorna Shore. Will Ramos has got nothing on Mike's attempt at tripping over a microphone or whatever, but we are where we are. But no, man, it'd be good. I think if I had to pick an honest answer, it'd probably be Arch Enemy, because I've not seen them enough times to buzz. I've only seen it once or twice.
I'm going to throw a spanner in the works there. Would it be Arch Enemy or In Flames?
Definitely Arch Enemy, I think.
Oh no!
Yeah, but which vocalist though?
For who? For Arch Enemy?
Yeah,
I mean, Angela and Alyssa are both absolute fucking demon divas, but probably I'd say that, you know, probably Angela, because I've seen her with Alyssa, but I never saw with Angela, the previous vocalist, so that would be fucking awesome. But yeah, man, those would be my three quality bands. And mate, the size of my fucking garden, you can fit about 8 people in it, and even that'd be the squeeze. So
you have to tell us yours, Adam. Now,
Oh, I'd probably go with. It'd have to be Slipknot, but I might be still the same. Not go opposite for you and say they'd still be good on the Sunday, because I think you can't really follow Slipknot.
No, I agreed. Yeah.
After seeing Bring Me the Horizon, they would be close contenders for the Saturday night again, because I liked Bring Me the Horizon, but I really did like their set at Download. I would probably go with, though, all honesty, yeah, Slipknot Sunday, Bring Me the Horizon Saturday, and then Friday would be. Oh, this is on the set. I don't normally get asked.
There you go.
How hard are these questions? Who comes up with these questions? I'd have any given reason on the Friday to open up.
Yes.
Hey, you're gonna get a free T-shirt on the next run that we release as well.
Final question though for you guys. So one question I always have as a constant throughout the podcast is, if I was to create a heart-shaped box, and it's going to be a music vault to save music for future generations to listen to, I want you all to put one song into the vault each, except I am giving it a theme. So I started giving people themes because it was kind of like open up a little bit more. I want you to picture a riot of clowns. Right, so they're going mad in whatever, smashing things up, running around in the clown uniforms. I want you to soundtrack it to a song, what you think is an important song that needs to be soundtracked to. Just to make everything so weird.
Probably the Benny Hill theme tune. Yeah. That's my answer.
Benny Hill theme tune.
Yeah.
Right. I have no idea how to follow that. Not people is engaging on how that could work.
Right, shall I give a serious answer?
Yeah, go on.
Mine was serious.
Was it fuck?
Benny Hill theme tune is a serious thing.
It's British culture.
Well, yeah,
exactly.
I'd have to say either, Slipknot, All Out Life.
Oh yeah.
Or the name has gone from me.
Sing it.
Don't make him sing it. It'll take him about 6 weeks.
Let me just confirm with Spotify, because I just listened to it before.
He missed that thing then.
Beating on Death's Door, Lamb of God.
All right.
Mine would probably have to be, just because it was one of the songs that first ever got me into rock music back in there that my brother showed me. It would be Tears Don't Fall. They might not be overly in keeping with the clowns, to be honest. No, I'm thinking about the theme. But
Your clowns don't fall.
Yeah, something. Tears don't fall.
They were good at 2000 Trees the other week. Yes. I was vibing, laid on my back on the floor.
That song will always have an irreplaceable place in my heart, man. Absolutely will, forever. From, I don't know, when did Poison come out? Was it like 2004,
5?
I was going to say 2002, but I'm also not very good at.
I think it was 2002.
It might be, it might be older than I think.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it'd have to be that. It would be absolutely absurd to have lots of clowns running around smashing shit up with like Totes Emotion Bro going on in the background. But I don't know. I'm always
just the end bit though. The little. That's all. The only part they need to do it in. they just smash everything up.
Yeah, man. Just the breakdown and the solo.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah, just that bit, just smash everything.
That for 6 minutes. Absolutely.
Can I change my answer?
No.
Go on.
Told you it's a fucking nightmare to get to do anything.
He'll text me back in 6 weeks.
Yeah. Actually,
With a new one.
No, but it's got to be Duality by Slipknot, innit? Because it just is, isn't it?
I think if you're going to pick a Slipknot song, for me, it'd be like Disaster Piece.
Oh yeah.
Hey, the Slipknot got
the Iowa album is timeless. Saying that now, right?
I'll be honest with you, when I wrote that question earlier, the 2 songs I had in my head was Duality and Killing in the Name of by Rage Against.
Yeah. Now fair play.
Both bands that have been mentioned today.
Yeah. Well, guys, it's been amazing chatting to you and finally meeting up with you. I know we've had some correspondence over the last few weeks on Insta and stuff like that, and it's absolutely loved your track, Army of Clowns, which is why it was our track of the week. So if you haven't, go check out our socials and go and read back on our review on that one. Thank you so much for the t-shirt and the CD that you've given me. How can fans of the podcast go and get this merch? Is there a website or?
At the moment, the merch is just at shows. There is plans to bring it online. It's just again, as we say, because we're doing everything ourselves, it's it's a bit more difficult to take orders online and everything. So if you do want a bit of merch, CD, a physical copy of the CD anyway, come see us at a show, and we're more than happy to. But also, if you do give us a message on one of our socials, we can sort something out. It's just that we don't have an online shop at the moment.
All right, no problems. Excellent. Guys, again, thank you again for joining the podcast, and I'm excited to see what the next year brings for you guys. Enjoy looking through the posters at HMV. Enjoy your group therapy session. And,
it's not going to be enjoyable. It's going to be horrible. About feelings and all this nonsense.
The emotions. Oh no!
I'll be editing this podcast probably roughly Sunday, either Sunday or Monday of next week. So Smith, you've got enough time to text me and any changes that you need to be putting into that.
But you mean fucking Sunday in September, not next week.
Right, I feel a bit victimised here.
It'll take him a week to realise what he said.
Shut up.
No, all jokes aside, Jens, it's been really great, and honestly, for the year that you've been in music, it's been really good to see where you guys are going, getting the recognition that you're getting as well. Honestly, I'm excited for the next year for you guys. So hopefully, I'll see you at a gig soon. Get you up into the Liverpool area, hopefully.
Honestly, thank you for inviting us on, and anytime in future, we're more than happy to have a chat again. It's been fun for me definitely. Anyway. It's this is what we're about. We're just getting his name out there, and thank you for supporting us, and thank you for playing our music as well. So
it's
much appreciated.
Cool. Cheers, gents. Well, enjoy the rest of your evening.
Cheers,
mate. Thank you.
Catch you in a bit.